On a quiet mountainside, three young trees dreamed of greatness, each hoping to become something magnificent. But their journey would reveal a purpose far beyond their imagination. The parable of the three tall trees. Once upon a time, on a mountaintop, three young trees stood tall and dreamed of what they wanted to become when they grew up. The first tree looked up at the stars and said, "I want to be the most beautiful treasure chest in the world. I want to be filled with gold and precious stones and be admired for my beauty." The second tree gazed at the river below and said, "I want to be a mighty ship. I want to carry kings and queens across the seas, commanding the oceans with strength and grace." The third tree looked down into the valley and whispered, "I want to grow tall and point straight to the heavens. I want people to look up at me and think of God." Years passed. The trees grew tall, their trunks strong and proud, but their dreams did not unfold as they imagined. One day, woodcutters came. They chopped down the first tree and turned it not into a treasure chest, but into a simple feeding trough for animals. It was placed in a barn and filled with hay. The second tree was cut down and made into a fishing boat, not a grand ship. It was too small and plain to carry royalty, and it was used by poor fishermen. The third tree was felled and left in a lumber yard, its dream of standing tall and pointing to the heavens shattered. But one night in that simple barn, a young woman laid her newborn child in the humble manger made from the first tree. The tree realized it was holding the greatest treasure in the world. Years later, the fishing boat made from the second tree carried a man who calmed storms and walked on water. The tree knew it was carrying a king greater than any other. And one day, the third tree was taken and fashioned into a cross upon which that same man was crucified. The tree trembled as it realized it was now pointing people to God's love in a way it never imagined. Morale, God has a plan for you. It may not be what you envision, but it will be greater than anything you could have dreamed. So as you leave today, remember this: God's plan for your life may not match your dreams, but it will always exceed them in purpose. Trust Him, stay faithful, and let your story be a testimony of hope. Remember, even when life doesn't go as planned, your purpose may be unfolding in ways more powerful than you ever dreamed. Trust the process. Greatness often grows from the unexpected. Thank you. Until next time, Babu.